Hi, this is Evan Hutcheson, and I want to go over with you what you need to do in order to complete your registration of your business in Tennessee. So at this point, I know you've already gone through the process with the Secretary of State to register your business, the initial registration of your business. You either filed the articles of organization if you're an LLC, or a charter if you're a corporation, or so forth. So now you need to wait to get something in the mail from them that has your control number on it. Now that's a very important piece of mail. Your control number is basically your account number with the Secretary of State. Once you get that, you can register with the Department of Revenue, which you'll have to do. Now the Department of Revenue, this is their website. That's basically who you pay all your taxes to. They have all these taxes right here. Now, your business, if it's like the ordinary business, is probably only going to be required to pay 2, maybe 3 taxes. You're definitely going to have to pay the franchise and excise tax. You're probably also going to have to pay the business tax. And if you're selling anything that you're charging sales tax for, of course, you're going to have to file the sales and use tax. So those are the 3 I'm going to go over right now. To register for them, you'll just go to online services, register a new business, register business, and you'll just check mark these businesses, or these taxes. Go to next and just fill out the information, and you'll be able to you'll register with it. It just takes a few minutes, so you can register with them pretty quickly. The franchise and excise tax, just to kind of tell you what it is, it's a tax based on your income and assets. It's the minimum amount you can pay is $100, and if you are an LLC, you don't have to pay on your income, only your assets, because you get a deduction for self-employment tax. And your self-employment tax for LLCs is almost always the amount of your income, so that zeroes it out. Then you end up paying only on the assets part, which is the franchise. The excise is income, franchise is assets. Your assets, if you don't have a lot and you don't have a lot of rent either that you pay, rent's considered an asset for these purposes, then you'll probably just have to pay a minimum amount of $100. And that's due April 15th of the year, just like your personal income taxes. You also have sales and use, which could be, depending on how much you sell, could be due every month or every quarter or once a year. And then your city and county business tax. Now this tax, I don't have to pay it because I'm an accountant. Accountants, doctors, attorneys, some other people, they're exempt from this tax. Let's see, banks, education areas, educational research agencies, engineers, anybody in medical fields, surveying, vet services, we don't have to pay. But everyone else pretty much does. And there's like 5 or 6 or 7 different classes that you're registered under, depending on what your business is, and each class has a different tax rate. The most popular class is a class 3. And you can check when you're registering at what the different classes are to find out what you might be registered, what you should be registered under. But if you do check, just go ahead and hit class 3 and you'll see that it covers a whole lot. Class 4 covers a lot of the construction and exterminating, surveying, pretty much anything involving repairs or construction or maintenance. So just kind of go through those classes, figure out what you are, and that'll determine what your tax rate is. And that tax is based on your revenue. So income tax is based on your revenue minus expenses. Your city and business tax is based on just your revenue. So it sounds even worse because you don't get to deduct expenses, but it's not bad because the tax rate is so low. So register for these 3. You'll definitely be liable for this tax. You probably will be for this one, you might be for this one, and you could be for others too, but these are the 3 most popular ones and the ones I wanted to go over. Once you register with those, you'll wait for Department of Revenue to send you something back in the mail with your business tax numbers. Once you get those, take those to your county clerk's office. In Nashville, you can go to the Howard School building and show them those. Bring your picture ID, bring maybe a check or your debit card or something, because they're probably going to charge a small fee for this too. And you give them that information, they will set you up with a business license. To keep your business license active, you have to refile the tax returns for this each year. These are also due April 15th of the following year, just like your F&E taxes and just like your personal taxes. So, also what you want to do when you file for these, the city and the business, the sales and the business tax, is you can go to the online filing for sales tax, for instance. Register with this, because that way you can file online soon. If not already, Tennessee is trying to push everybody to file both of these online. Actually, they already are. They want everyone to file online for these two taxes, so you'll need to register. You'll need to register on their website to do so, and it's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. That will take care of that. So we got the sales, the business tax, the F&E tax. You've got Department of Revenue, pretty well handled. You've got the Secretary of State. You've got everything registered there. You'll need to file an annual report a few months after your year is over to stay active with the Secretary of State. Most businesses end on December 31st, so you'll need to file something again every April 1st. To, maybe $20 if you're a corporation, $300 if you're an LLC, something like that. And also what you need to definitely make sure you do soon, if you haven't already done so, is go to the IRS website and go to Tools and then go down to Employer Identification Number, EIN. Actually, you should do that before you file with the Department of Revenue, because I think one of the questions that is your EIN. One of the questions is your control number from the Secretary of State. One of them is the EIN from the IRS. So go ahead and file this. It's pretty self-explanatory too. It'll kind of walk you through the process, ask you if you have payroll, anything like that, or if you plan on having payroll, and it'll ask you a few other questions. It takes just a few minutes to do. Go ahead and open up the PDF they send you right afterwards, and you have your EIN. So once you get that, also you need to go to the bank and set up a bank account with your EIN, because part of the reason you register with the state of Tennessee is to protect yourself, right? It's insurance that you purchase from the state, and if you start going money personally out of your business bank account, then that could have some issues with how legit your LLC or your corporation is, and that could cause you some trouble down the road. So it's very important to get a bank account and use it strictly for business, and you'll need to attach your EIN to it. So I think that pretty much takes care of all the initial things you need to do. I'll try to go over in a video a few things about federal income taxes and setting up your financial bookkeeping system as well. So I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.